Oh, sure, you may say, well, thank God that's in England, Doc. Thank God that's just in the UK.
What happened in England?
Just be thankful it's in the UK. That's all you. It's in the UK.
I'm thankful that it happened in the UK.
And you're like, thank God, and that's over there. We don't have to worry about it.
Right. I have a feeling we're going to have to worry.
We're going to have to worry.
Yeah.
That's the problem there. And it being
It always happens.
a little story out of the United Kingdom across the pond. Kids at a school in the UK were given a task as part of their learning. And the task was write love letters.
Oh, boy, that's not going to end well.
Love letters, gay love letters, in the name of diversity. Now, before we get the rest of the details, let me just throw out there, I don't care if you're gay.
I don't either.
I do not care. I could think of a couple of things on my list that I care more about than your homosexuality.
Like everything in my life.
Almost, yeah. I mean, just 2 or 3 million things I could right above that on the list of concerns of mine today. So I don't care. And I would also say, why are kids given a task of writing any love letters in school whatsoever?
Love is good. Love is good.
Even if you say, Doc, no, it was a writing assignment. It didn't have to do with the topic. It was more about the writing skills. And I would say that's fine. They could write about, I don't know, the Revolutionary War. They could do a report on the African fruit fly. I don't care. But anytime you head down the, write a love letter. Wrong. Because you're going to end up, and you know what, if we avoid this, then we don't have to get into the, well, it was the homotype sexuals or the heterotype sexuals. No, none of that matters. Stop with writing love letters. But they did this specifically in the name of diversity. According to a video that was released by BBC Manchester, kids as young as 6.
What does a 6-year-old know about love?
Listen here, kid. Think about love. Oh, sure, it's easy when she's hitting you on the playground and you're snorting paste, sniffing it during art class.
You think she's going to be faithful to you
She's
forever?
not.
No, one night she's going out for cigarettes and you never see her again. That's what love is. Ugh, little booger.
Next thing you know, she's boffing the guy down at 7-Eleven for free candy bars. That's love.
Why do you think they call them paydays? That's why. It's not the nugget and the caramel.
You know, think about love. Cheating on Kavanaugh. You gotta bust that.
Rape train. That's what you get from love, kid. Rape trains and beach week and drunk. That's you. Go ahead, write your love letter, you little.
What are we talking
bastard. About? I don't even know anymore. God.
According to a video, BBC Manchester, kids as young as 6 were asked to imagine themselves as Prince Henry.
Oh, I'm Henry VIII. I am.
Writing a letter to his male servant Thomas.
Oh, no.
Asking for his hand in marriage.
Wait, what?
Isn't Prince Henry already married?
Yes. So they're actually wanting these 6-year-olds to get involved in polygamy or to imagine themselves involved in polygamy.
Maybe this was a while ago before the wedding. Maybe it was like last spring or something like that.
Oh, he had a girlfriend then.
The video says, this school teaches children about LGBT relationships from an early age. This class of 6-year-olds is learning about gay marriage. All ages take part in the LGBT lessons.
Wow. I don't remember learning about straight marriage when I was 6.
No. That's in America. That's kind of a on-the-job training there. That's it. And then some of us have continuing education classes we have to blah, 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 take non-stop. You never end learning there.
Good thing it's National Vodka Day. I need it.
The teacher, when asked about this at the school, said, the kids are going to go out into that world and find this diversity around them. And they'll find that at a young age as well. And the more they can be accepting at this age, you're not going to face it further on because the children will be accepting now and will be accepting this diversity around them.
And if they're near Kevin Spacey, they'll find the diversity on top of them.
Hey-o.
You know what I'm saying?
So that sounds like a lot of crap is what that sounds like to me.
What are they trying to accomplish?
This is not about diversity and accepting. You can teach that without getting specific at all. Here's one. You ready for this? Hey, kids, we're going to pretend for a moment this is our job at a school to even teach you about such things in life, but we know it's not really. But let's pretend it is. We think everybody should treat everybody well. And here in class, we will. It doesn't matter what they are, what they look like. None of these things. You will all treat each other with a certain bare minimum of respect.
Yep.
And then you move on.
Yep. I don't care what they're doing, who they're doing it with. You'll be respectful to them.
Done. And none of the, how come the families you always show are cisgender with two? Stop it. It's called normal. Yeah, that's right. It's time people that said to you, if you're homosexual, you are abnormal. You are. Does it mean you're wrong, bad, evil? Nope. It also means it's not for me to judge what you do beyond that, or if you're even wrong in God's eyes. But as far as society, it is still abnormal.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you put people kissing males on screen and whatever, it's still not the norm. In fact, even if you had kids taught this at every class, everywhere around the globe for the next 50 years, there will still be more people that are heterosexual. It just is, because that is the norm. Now, cisgender people that are going through and say, well, that's right, I'm heterosexual, I'm normal. Yeah, you are, except for that freaky deaky stuff you like to do in the bedroom. That's not normal either.
Wait,
Oh, and you know what? The people that are like, right on, Doc, you're right. That's not normal. You're right. And you are normal, except for that other crap you do. Or except for that sixth toe you have. We all have things that are outside the mainstream and normal, and that's okay. What we shouldn't do is start pretending that those things are normal, because what we end up doing is normalizing bad behavior. If you look around and you say, look at all the craziness and the little safe spaces and all of the women melting down about Brett Kavanaugh and all of this stuff, even though none of it's been proven. We'll get to more of that later on. And even though what they claim their little sexual assault may have just been overhearing a dirty joke.
Yeah.
The reason they're melting down is because we have stopped telling them that they're not normal and likely crazy. You see what happens? The goalpost gets moved.
Boy, do they.
The limitation gets pushed. It's give an inch, take a mile. So what we do is we go, hey, she's bat crap crazy. But we understand, and because we care and we're sensitive, we don't want to trigger her. So we'll give her a wide berth when it comes to that stuff. We'll say, okay, fine, you're crazy, but we're not going to call out the crazy. We'll just kind of ignore it. And the line of crazy gets moved. And now, since we've already moved the crazy, not only do we even not recognize that she is crazy, we're just being kind and moved it, we start accepting that as the norm. It's not. Homosexuality, although I don't care, I'm not going to condemn you, and I have my own crazy-ass abnormal stuff, is not normal.
Nope. It is not.
Ta-da! And we got to call it out. Now, to my homosexual friend, I have a gay friend.
How's he kiss?
Pretty good. He's a little forceful, and that's frustrating to me.
Because he's a man. Rapist.
Hashtag me too. No, to my gay friends out there, you know, I don't care. I'm admitting my own faults. There are other things that I do that are abnormal. But let's just admit what it is. I'm not judging you like I'm determining whether or not you get into heaven. No, not at all. But let's stop pretending things that are abnormal are normal. For example, let's say Let's say you said, I'm going to live in an aquarium. I'm going to build a giant aquarium instead of a house, and I'm going to put it on the street, and I'm going to put a fish in it, whatever, and every time I'm at home, the entire time, I'm going to be in scuba gear living in the house. We would drive by and say, that's not normal. Am I saying you're wrong? You're a freak? I hate you? We ought to take you down? Put him in hell? No. But everybody's going to drive down the street and go, that's different.
That's unusual.
And there it is. Stop getting caught up in it. So the school pushes this radical pro-LGBT agenda. The Q hasn't even gotten there yet, and certainly not Two-Spirit. It's just LGBT still over there.
Yeah.
They push it with their Peachy program.
The what?
Peachy.
Peachy?
Letter P, she. P-S-H-E. Peachy.
What's that mean?
Careful Googling it. That's not he, she.
Wow.
And it's not P-E-E, she. That's very different. And Blue Waffle has nothing to do with it.
That's what Trump did in Russia.
That's right.
Peachy.
It is their personal, social, and health education. Personal social. It's just a social justice warrior program.
Peachy.
They say they seek to provide pupils with opportunities to explore, clarify, blah, 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 whatever, the typical whatever. But the program also includes with this requiring students to wear gender-neutral uniforms, use gender-neutral speak, all of this. This isn't education. This is clearly, outright, without question, indoctrination into not just people who are different or accepting, into normalizing things that are not normal for the purpose of agenda.
High capacity, fully automatic, large caliber, freedom. Mojo 50.
Have you done it? You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror?
I'm one of those people you don't want to see naked.
Yeah, most of us. But I mean, you look and you're going, what the?
I know.
How did I get to whatever?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. Hey there, it's Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs to tell you about a different way to shed those pounds. This is brand new tech. It's only been around for a couple of years or so. It was based on research from the University of California that said there's a molecule called OEA that's found naturally in your body. It produces it in the Mediterranean diet, that when taken in concentrated amounts, it will actually make you feel fuller and boost your metabolism.
I've lost about 10 pounds so far.
It's
using
amazing.
It
Now,
really is cool.
a company said, we can take this to market and make this great product that'll help you. It's called Riduzone, RIDUZone.com, RIDUZone.com. Brad's worked. It's worked for Brad's, worked for me, countless other people. Go to riduzone.com and try today. You're going to love it. Riduzone.com. Remember that, RIDUZone.com. Dating today with all the crazies out there has to be nuts.
Yes, it really would. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a place you could go to find people who think like you do?
Like me, like libertarians and conservatives?
Right?
There is. WeThePeople.dating.
Amazing. What a genius idea. This is a site that you can go to if you're single and you are looking for somebody who you know you're going to think the same way, as for from a political freedom standpoint. If you want to date the right person for you, you'll find them in one place: WeThePeople.dating.
Doc Thompson, Mojo 50.
Imagine this, Brad. You're an advisor to a president. You're one of the people that are deciding what to do when all of a sudden you have definitive proof that there is an inbound nuclear missile headed for, let's say, Los Angeles, or a couple of them, one heading to Chicago, whatever it is. And there you are. You're sitting there in the room and they say, Mr. President, we have proof that within 30 minutes, nuclear missiles will rain down upon these couple of cities. What do we do about those people in the cities? 30 minutes, Mr. President.
You warn them, pandemonium breaks
And nobody gets out. Right.
You know what this does, though? You get the 30-minute warning. You walk down the hall. Hey, Mary, I've thought you were hot for about 10 years now, and I've watched you from afar. We got 30 minutes.
I'd like to watch you from a close now.
I'd like to watch you naked on the desk.
I'm going to go all Kavanaugh on you.
So that's what that is what the 30-minute warning does for you.
Take the pain out of ordering your diabetic testing supplies with Diathrive. Diathrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to you when you need them. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, Diathrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. Diathrive is so convinced that you'll love their service, they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code DOC, D-O-C, at checkout. Diathrive.com. That's D-I-A, thrive.com.
The conservative cartel.
Now, a CNN report noted that Feinstein has demanded the FBI inform her of everyone the agency is talking to as part of the probe into these allegations. Asked how the American public will have any confidence in the ultimate conclusions reached by the Senate following such a secret report from the FBI, Feinstein replied, well, let's see. I can't say because I don't know what the investigation will say. Yeah, you do. You know exactly what the investigation is going to say, Diane, and that's why you want to keep it confidential. The same CNN article reported that the California senator was joined in her calls for the results of the FBI probe to remain secret by Democrat Senator Chris Coons. How do we know Chris Coons? He's the one that made the infamous deal with Jeff Flake. Interesting how that works, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because Coons and Flake went on to where? 60 Minutes. Oh, kumbaya, kumbaya, yeah. Little campfire singing, right? Because everybody's in lockstep when you're liberals.
All right, so somebody asked me, did you mean Prince Harry or Prince Henry? Because I said Henry. No. From the articles I saw and the BBC video, they say Prince Henry.
That is Prince Harry.
I'm sorry?
That's Prince Harry.
No, Henry. It
No,
says
Henry is Harry. Well,
It's-
not
what
that I
is it?
would know that, but
Henry.
Henry's Harry. Harry's Henry.
We now go to Brad Staggs, who has been with Prince Henry already to teach you how to write a love letter. He's apparently triggered because he's very hairy.
Harry's Henry and Henry's Harry. Here, Johnny. Show me on the doll. We're
He prefers men who are less hairy. So wait a minute. How is his name Harry if his name's Henry?
It's like
It's a
Robert
nickname?
is Bob and
No,
Yes.
it's not. No, because
Harry is Henry.
Bob is a nickname for Robert.
Yeah, I don't know how, but it is.
Right, but at least you understand how many letters in Robert.
Yeah.
Six.
Six, yeah.
How many
Bob,
letters in Bob?
3.
It's 3. Great.
Yes.
How many letters in Henry?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many in Harry?
5. Prince Henry. I'm telling you, Prince Henry is better known.
So you're telling me the British are so stupid they don't understand that abbreviated names are supposed to be shorter?
That's correct.
Or nicknames are supposed to be shorter?
I don't get it either, but Henry's Harry and Harry's Henry.
You've
that's
got
who they-
Mike for Michael and Dan for Daniel and Don for Donald and Ron for Ronald. It's shorter.
But you have Jack for John.
Yes. Okay. What is with Jack
I
Kennedy?
don't understand that one at all.
It's the same number of letters.
Yes.
The first letter's the same.
Yeah. I don't.
What?
It's Jack for John, John for Jack, Harry for Henry.
Listen, guys,
Makes no
hang on. My name's John, but in these meetings, it's a very long name. People are bogged down. We keep saying it. Just call me Jack. It'll be a little easier if you just call me Jack.
But your name's John.
John, do you see how much longer that takes to say
No,
John?
It's the same identical. It's the Jack, John, Jack. I don't get
It's
it.
like my brother Henry. We call him Harry
Harry.
because it's much shorter and it just snaps. It just pops right along there.
It's no wonder we kicked their ass in the war.
I don't understand.
Because they don't make any sense.
That always puzzled me about John Kennedy.
Yeah.
They're like John F. Kennedy, John Kennedy. So Jack Kennedy today, I was like,
Who the
I remember
hell's
as a
Jack?
kid, I was going, is that his brother that they're referring to?
No,
Is
that's Theodore. Ted. The other one.
Okay, they got that.
Yes, Theodore and
Theodore.
Ted.
His name's Ted, right?
And then Robert and Bobby. Oh,
Good.
Bobby.
Got it.
What? Robert. Bobby. What? Bobby Robert.
It's
Same
a
thing.
less letter, one less.
Is it? Yeah, well, yeah, it is, isn't it? Bobby. Yep.
Right, but still
Yeah.
could have done better. You just call him Bob.
Yeah. Well, there's some people you don't want to call Bob.
Okay,
get
that's
pissed off.
fine.
Just
What
saying.
a goof.
I don't get
So
it.
yes, apparently Prince Henry is Prince Harry. I have no idea why. I had no idea his actual name was that. I try not to pay attention to the royals because, come on, man. What
Do you know how? But do you know how close we are to our judicial system and our whole democracy or republic being the royals? When we have to call judges Your Honor,
Oh, of course. I mean,
it's where that
we
we're
don't
just
call
a
them.
step
We don't call them
away.
dukes and duchesses. We call them
Your-
senators,
Your Lordship.
congressmen, and representatives and governors.
Why don't we
and
just
Your
go
Honor.
all out with Your Lordship? Just in court, Your Lordship.
So you may be saying to yourself, "Self, at least we don't have to deal with such things in the U.S. These gay love letters, children writing them to." Well, we've had some schools that have done some similar things in the U.S. And I also offer this little gem that I found today as well. A story about Shabohan.
Excuse me?
Name is Shabo Han.
Shabo Han.
Or Han. hmm And he's spotlighted in an article, and the headline is, "More men are wearing stilettos if they can find their size." No, they're not. No, they're not. Gay men are, or homosexual men, or cross-dressing men, or transgender men. Men are not. Cisgender men are not wearing stilettos.
No.
I don't know what normal men are not. Now, if you wear stilettos, if you like the ladies' high heels, that's fine. You're not normal. You're not necessarily a bad person because of that. I don't hate you because of that. I don't have a problem if you do that. That's your business. As long as we all recognize that is not
normal.
It's abnormal. It's unique. It's different. It's avant-garde, whatever you want to call it, but it's not normal. And I'm not prepared for us to move the goalpost of, sure, men wear high heels all over the place. And there's a couple of reasons I'm unprepared to do that or unwilling to do that.
It's hard to walk in stilettos.
Thank you. I don't want that nonsense, fellas. Hang on.
It's so hard.
Let me explain to what we got here. If we have to go to a formal event, we don't have to think about it. It's going to be one of two things. You put on a jacket, you put on a tux.
Yep.
That's it.
Nice shoes. You want to put nice shoes, just
But they go with it.
something black.
Right. You don't have to get a different pair. The suits, if you buy one that is kind of a generic style, it'll last for a long time as well.
Yep.
We don't have to think, oh, is it clean? That's it.
I haven't worn that thing in 6 months. It's got to be clean by
And
now.
by the way, you get to a certain point that even that little gravy stain on the lapel, if it's been over 6 months, it'll just flake right off. You just you scrape it right off there.
That there is a money-saving tip.
We don't have to deal with this. The ladies have to, well, I don't know what I'm going to wear in the dress and the style, and I got to get a new one in hair and heels and accessories and accoutrements. And we don't have to do that. We are in a good place. We have given up so many other things. We have to do all of this nonsense. You know, 30, 40 years ago, our fathers, grandfathers, whatever, they didn't even have to shower.
That's a good point.
They didn't have to do anything. They came home from work, smelly, greasy, disgusting, flopped their ass down on the couch, started watching All in the Family, said, bring me a beer and a sandwich, and that was it. And then they didn't have to go to formal events, and on the rare occasion they did, because it was the lodge, the formal, or somebody getting married. They didn't they just put the jacket on. They didn't even tuck. It was wrinkled, and that was accepted. They certainly didn't have to manscape and stuff.
No.
We've given, look at all this stuff we have to do. I'm not giving on shoes. No high heels.
I have worn a pair of high heels. I will say that now because it'll eventually come out. And they are very difficult to wear.
I've worn them many times.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I will say that you could turn an ankle so easily in those.
I've worn them many times. Just as a clarification, I was, at times in my life, a thespian.
Oh, my gosh.
Ergo, at times.
Are you admitting that on national
admitting
radio?
that I am a thespian. I'm fine with people knowing. It was going to come out anyways.
Oh.
I mean, listen, there are gaps in my memory about my thespianic activities.
That's what the T is for.
But I'm sure if you ask anybody from school, they were going to, if I said I wasn't a thespian, they dispute it in the pictures and, you know.
Oh, man.
You cannot retreat to your safe spaces. There are no therapy poodles allowed when facing the truth. And that's just how we like it. Straight, hard-hitting, conservatarian truth. On the rocks. No chaser. No marches. No protest. Only small, limited government, constitutional conversations. Exclusively on Mojo 50. We get into foreign policy. We get into national politics. We get into constitutional, libertarian, conservative ideology. We put the brakes on the media spin by destroying the lies, dismantling the narratives, and bringing you the stone-cold hard truth. Every weekend on Mojo 50. Join me, Adrian Slade, for a raging hour-long discussion, deconstructing the headlines and delivering you the entire full story. Only on Mojo 50. Live free.
Wow. Hey, guys, Ron Phillips from the Conservative Cartel. I want to tell you about a new weight loss product that's quickly becoming part of our MoJo 50 family. Okay, so it was launched by this Texas company who have taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. That's right. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. In a 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser, you remember that show? It showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. Rid-U-Zone, that's R-I-D-U Zone, contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. If you are struggling every day with cravings, try Rid-U-Zone. It makes it so much easier to control your appetite and not think about food all day. That's my problem. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to riduzone.com and enter code MATT. That's M-A-T-T. Again, that's riduzone.com, RIDUZONE.com. Rid-U-Zone.
There's a better way to meet people without having to suffer through all the crazies. Weed out all the nutty people with WeThePeople.dating. That's WeThePeople.dating. It's easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
Hey, it's Doc Thompson. Got the new show on MoJo 50 coming up. Hopefully you'll join us for that. And as a regular feature, my good friend, my life partner, Chef Patrick Mosier. I mean that in a food sort of way.
I would hope so.
Yeah. You'll be joining us on the broadcast as well?
Absolutely. Every day that you ask me to.
Talking food and business and prostitutes, right? Because you're the food biz pro, and that's what the pro's for.
It's all about cocaine and hookers.
It's all about cocaine and hookers until somebody gets arrested. And then it's about the legal system. And well, you get the point. We'll be talking food and food trends and business. And of course, we'll be spotlighting business as I always have on my broadcast. But Chef Patrick Mosier will join us, and he has his own platform starting soon on Spoonie Radio.
Spoonie Radio, 24-hour food talk radio.
Can you really talk about food for 24 hours a day?
I could, but even I don't want to listen to myself talk about food for 24 hours. So we will have
somebody will.
Someone will be on the air 24 hours a day talking food, fun, travel, culture, and more than anything, food.
Hey guys, Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Are you tired of the bar scene, hoping to find the love of your life? Well, there is a better way for you single guys and ladies out there. Check out WeThePeople.dating. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating for the love of people and people of love. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
Dang, what? What's this communique that's calling me out?
You've been busted by
What do you got? What?
Bob from the SAV tweeted, busted. Doc Thompson says he's an originalist. Back in that day, they wore wigs and makeup. It was the progressive agenda of the patriarchal society that brought us to the good old days.
Wrong. Wrong.
He gotcha.
Wrong.
Wigs.
Let me tell you why you're wrong on this. Couple of reasons. Who wore powdered wigs and heels and all of that?
The men.
More specifically?
The lawyers and the barristers and
the wealthy people.
Same thing.
Farmers weren't out there doing that.
No, they were at home.
They were poor.
They were at home plowing their crops.
Exactly. And also working in the field.
Yep, that too.
And they were doing this. This was part of the feudal system. You have two classes, the lords and the ladies. Because remember, that's where those guys came from. And they said, no more of this stuff.
What were they arguing about?
What do you mean?
The feudal system. What were they feuding for?
No, not feuding system. The feudal, the class system where there's two, and you're stuck in your system, and there's the commoners. And
I'll read up.
Look it up. You might Google that or whatever, and Google Blue Waffle.
Got it.
And that's what it was. So they moved us away from that. Much like the Constitution didn't outlaw slavery, but they set it up so we could evolve beyond that and take back, because what happened before those guys?
You see, you're asking, this is a trick question, obviously.
It goes back even farther. They weren't wearing it.
Right.
That was the progressive agenda to get them there.
They weren't wearing anything if you go back far enough.
Exactly. Adam didn't. Okay, thanks, Lord, for creating me. Where's that powdered wig? Where are the high heels?
No, it was only after
Eve with the apple, and then
No, nakedness and fig leaves. That was the original platform there.
till the apple, and then
you
they
go.
were embarrassed.
And fig leaf and so
And
on. And
whose
blah,
fault?
blah, blah.
And whose fault was that?
A woman.
Yeah.
And there it is.
There you go.
So just settle down there, sport. On Twitter, it's at Doc Thompson Show, at Real Brad Staggs, and at Mojo 50 Radio. Please follow all of those platforms. And on Facebook, it's very similar, but it's facebook.com/those platforms.
Some of these I can't read.
Yeah, use the hashtag What I Learned Today, and if yours is deemed worthy, we will include it in the end of the show.
Mm-hmm. Let's see who else here. If Pickled Squirrel says if you want to wear stilettos, that's your thing. 99% of us realize that they are of the devil and ruin your feet. And that's true. Do you know the number one cause of bunions in women? Stiletto heels.
Brad, you have gone under, that I know of, 3 surgeries to work on your feet. And what were those?
What's your point?
What was, what'd you have to have foot surgery for?
I had bunions. I don't know what that
I'm
has
sorry,
to
what?
do. I had bunions. I don't know what it has to do with any of the...
How many bunions?
3.
And didn't you just say the number one cause of bunions are?
You know what? We should just move on. We should just move on. Celebrity chef Kitty Galore says, right, and Doc is short for...
Doc Tari. Everyone knows that.
You were one of the 5.
No, it's actually, I'm just goofing around. Everyone knows it's Dakina.
Huh. With an I or an IE?
It's actually, it's an I and an IE.
Oh, that's
It's
that's
a
unique.
double I.
That's queer.
Yeah, it is. Wait,
Huh.
what?
It's different.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
queer. It's different. And see, B from the SAV, Jack Kennedy was only during the times that John was preoccupied and Jackie, his wife, was acting.
Is that what it was?
That must be. You never saw the two of them together.
I think they just wanted to
that
say
one-
Jack and Jackie.
Jack and Jackie.
That's all it was.
Jack and Jackie walked up the hill.
So let me share with you a little bit more about Shavo Han. He said he put on his first pair of heels at the age of 11. This is the article whose headline is "More Men Are Wearing Stilettos If They Can Find Their Size." Now, the only reason they write articles like this is to try to normalize this stuff, and it's not. You want to wear them? Fine. I support that. I will defend your right to stupidly wear high heels if you're a man.
I'll even tell
So
you,
be it.
got good-looking legs if you do.
If you do, that's fine. I can't. But it's not normal. It's the guy living in an aquarium next to you. It's not normal, and that's fine. The article says he put on his first pair of heels at age 11. He'd stole them from his mother to practice, quote, prancing around the house when no one was around.
Wait a minute. If it's normal, why didn't he steal them from his father?
Han thought that boys weren't supposed to wear heels, so he made sure to play with them in private.
The heels?
Okay?
All right.
He said, I have other male-presenting friends who have the same memory of trying on their mother's clothes.
Whoa. Other what friends?
Male-presenting. That's a dash.
What's a male presenting?
Well, he doesn't want to say men because we know that's just a social construct.
Oh, like a label.
Yes, exactly. I mean, what
So-
is a man, Brad?
God, that is a. You know what? There was a time when I could answer that quite simply. Now
Yes.
it would take us the next 20 minutes.
So a male-presenting friend. Somebody who presents themselves as a traditional male. But what is a traditional male then, right?
Right.
He said they had the same memory of trying on their mother's shoes. What is a mother? Somebody who presented as a mother? A female presenting parental unit?
You're not catching me in these traps.
He said it's fascinating that a collective memory exists for all of them. Even though nobody taught us how to wear heels, we all tried on our own. Years later, Han said he went to Forever 21 to buy his first real pair of heels for $40.
Did he say they were for him, or did he say that I'm buying these for my wife?
I'm not sure you even ask. Or that they ask, or you even say. You just put them on the counter, and they probably just assume. That you have male-presenting friends.
Okay.
He said, I was lucky that my shoe size is a men's 8, which is a women's 10. He said other people aren't as fortunate. If they have larger feet than mine, it's almost impossible to find something that fits.
That looks good when it fits.
We're
is what
talking
you're trying to say,
shoes.
Yeah. Mhm.
He said, but things are starting to change. He says, people are now starting to carry men's size stilettos.
Who?
Stores.
Where?
People.
When?
People all over.
Uh-huh.
He said in the past, if you were a male with larger feet, you would have to go to a drag store.
Like, do they sell dragster stuff for cars?
No, a drag queen store.
Oh, you need to be more specific from this point
I
forward.
understand, yeah. He said those shops cater to performers, so the shoes are much more outrageous and they're, larger sizes.
Got anything this big, huh? You got anything in this big a size?
Sure they do.
Actually, I know they do.
So there you go, Brad. There it is.
What? I don't even know. I don't even know what
I can't believe this is an article. See, it's not just the practice and all of this other normalizing. The fact you write an article like this.
That wasn't on the Onion.
No, this is a legitimate article.
Okay.
That this is the content. So not only is it all of the propaganda and everything else, but then the attitude, but then they write stuff like this like it is actually news. This is simply about a guy who is not normal and putting on women's shoes and prancing about.
And to be clear, number one Chris Cruz fan, I'm sorry, tweeted, hasn't every guy tried on at least one part of their mother's wardrobe when they were young? It's funny. Yes, I think that probably has happened. I can say that I probably did at some point try to put on my mom's shoes, and because you're going, wow, those are different than what I wear.
Actually, I just realized I remember a time wearing my mother's shoes a lot.
Yeah,
I'm not joking.
When
I was probably 10, 11, somewhere in there.
All right. Were they high heels? Were they just shoes? Or what?
No, they were work boots. My mom worked in a factory, so she wore.
Your mama wears army boots.
She wore army boots.
Uh-huh.
So if I was working, and it was at the time, my feet size was about the same as her, rather than buy boots that I didn't wear all the time, I'd put them on if I was cleaning the basement or something.
Do you want to know how to piss off a woman? Try to put on one of their bras.
What? Wait, I don't.
Oh,
why?
yeah. Try to do that.
Why?
Don't you try to do that. You know how much those are. Those are 8. You're going to stretch it out.
But to his point, I'll bet a lot of guys have. I can't remember any other clothing, whatever. I had 3 sisters. I'm sure I tried something on or whatever.
Yep.
And I'm sure girls do whatever. It's fine. It's stress. So it's make believe. But it doesn't mean this is something that you're going to. Let me explain what happened. This guy, while putting this on, putting on his mother's shoes, got some sort of triggered thrill because of it, and it imprinted on his psyche. This is like the person that ends up a chubby chaser because they were walking down the street minding their own business, and the fat neighbor lady had her blind open, and that was his first experiencing a naked woman or something.
I told you about seeing my naked aunt. She was large.
Was she a large woman?
She was a large
Are
woman.
you a chubby chaser now?
Nope.
Had you seen other women prior to that?
No, not really.
It just didn't trigger the right.
Nope.
Okay. So but that happens to people. People on fetish. This is borderline or outright a fetish. That's what's going on here.
Yes.
Stop trying to normalize
the
it.
people that love feet. I still don't understand it, but we've all got our weird thing, like you said, and that's fine. But don't try to project it onto me.
It's another lesson here. My buddy of mine filled in for a coworker of mine. Try to keep this as vague as possible.
Good luck.
I was working at a radio station, and a buddy of mine had to fill in for another producer. He was part-time. This producer was full-time, and this producer was also an assistant of the program director of this radio station. Fortunately, I've fired from many radio stations, so it'll be hard to track down which program director. While filling in for this producer/assistant, they had cause to go on the program director's computer. Program director even said, go in there and get that whatever and send it to me, whatever. Well, on the computer, they happened to go through the browser history.
That never ends well, ever.
There were all kinds of sites about feet and celebrity feet. There's just something about having a foot fetish that's really funny to me because it's not sexual at all.
The closest thing that anyone has ever explained to me is the fact that there are a lot of nerve endings in the feet. And have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
When Travolta is talking to Sam Jackson, he says, "So you don't think a foot massage is sexual?" No, man, I've given a bunch of foot massages. Would you give a foot massage to a dude?
Shut the hell up.
He goes,
Well, no,
so,
I'm not
so
saying,
there's something
I'm not
about
saying
feet,
it
but I don't know
can't be.
what.
It can't. It's like getting a massage. I mean, hey, are you get a head massage, your back massage, whatever? It can be sexual, and that's fine. But or arms or whatever, that's fine. So it can be, and maybe it feels good that would lead to some sort of feelings. But
Show me your feet.
are the feet?
Show me your feet.
Do you look at feet and go,
No.
"Oh my god,
No.
I saw you wearing them open-toed
No.
shoes."
I don't get it. Boobs, yes. Feet.
You know the
no.
nice thing about having a foot fetish, though? You want to know what the nice thing about having a foot fetish?
Tell me the nice thing about having a foot fetish.
It's much easier to position the hidden camera.
Yes,
You don't have to look up the dresses.
No, that's true.
Your foot cam.
Yep.
It frames right across the other feet.
You look like you're just shy and looking
Hidden
down.
cameras are much easier. No one even suspects you.
That's right.
Love going to the beach with sandals.
We don't care what you stick where, but we're not paying for it. Comprende? Mojo 50.
The Adrian Slate Show.
Again, and I've said this in the past, a business does not exist to give you a minimum wage job. You are hired as an employee because in your self-interested quest to earn money, you will then be motivated to help the vision of the business creators and owners who seek their goal, who hired you to help facilitate it. The big business isn't built to provide charity in the form of hiring. They're not there just to give everybody a job. And it isn't a relationship of top-down exploitation of the little guy they've hired. That's what a lot of people think of. Oh, the big business, big corporation, they're running me dry. You know, that's the Sanders look, the Bernie Sanders people. They love to look at business like, oh, I'm a slave to this business. But you know what? Your self-interest to make money is what puts you in a symbiotic relationship with the business that hires you. Both self-interests are from both parties are involved in this situation.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American made and serve those who serve us, our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com, use promo code DOC, and get 15% off your purchase. That's neverforgottenapparel.com.
Hey guys, Matt Locke, the Conservative Cartel. I'd like to take a minute and tell you about a new weight loss product that's instantly becoming part of the Mojo 50 family. It was launched by a Dallas area company who had taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. A 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened, and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. One Ridge's Own client, Sarah, recently lost over 100 pounds. While she looks amazing, she has been struggling every day with cravings. Now that she's taking Ridge's Own, she says it's so much easier to control her appetite and she's not thinking about food all day. Ridge's Own contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to ridgezone.com, RIDUZONE.com, and enter the code MATT, M-A-T-T. That's Ridgezone, RIDUZONE.com.
We've arrived.
What do you mean?
We've hit the big time.
What are you talking about?
I didn't tell you. We're live on Mojo 50 now.
Oh, that. I could have sworn they were just pulling a fast one on us.
Either that or someone at the top has had a mild stroke. Regardless, we now have to make a promo.
Okay, well, that seems simple enough. How long does this have to be?
I was told that we need to take about 60 seconds or so and tell everyone about ourselves.
All right. I was born in a blizzard in the bleak hours of the morning in November.
No, I don't think we need to go back quite that far.
All right, then. I'm Steven.
And I'm Dylan, and we're hosts of the Defenders of American Exceptionalism,
or DOAE show for short.
And we are live Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on Mojo 50.
We go through the politics of today and how it affects the culture and vice versa. And we try to bring it back to the Constitution and the principles above privilege.
You know, I feel like there should be a shirt made with that on it.
Yeah, we already have that.
Oh, so don't forget to check us out. Defenders of American Exceptionalism live Wednesdays and Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on Mojo 50.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us, our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
Trouble at Kent State University.
Again?
Different kind of trouble.
Uh-oh.
Much worse.
Worse?
Much, much worse.
Wow.
Kent State University decided to put on a production of West Side Story.
Uh-oh. You're right.
This was part of its fall main stage musical. They did the casting last spring, and Bridget Martinez said she was so thrilled. Loves theater. Her name's Martinez.
Uh-oh.
And it's West Side Story. Right?
Yep.
Lots of people in West Side Story are Latino.
Yep.
Latina, Latinx, and some other lats.
Yep.
She said she was thrilled. And then she saw the cast list. She saw who got what roles. And she did not get a lead.
Cultural appropriation.
A white girl got the lead she wanted. A white girl.
That is not fair.
And then she looked, and all of the leads were given to white people. She was cast as an understudy for a white girl.
It's the man keeping her under his thumb.
She said she was upset about not getting her dream role.
As anyone would be.
But her frustrations got much, much worse when she read the full cast list and realized all of the casting choices were white. All of them.
Wow. They are
Yep.
heartless. They are
That's right.
heartless. They need to wake up and smell the new millennium.
She said of the 3 Latinx roles, not Kleenex roles, Latinx roles.
Wait a minute. That's really Latinx is really a.
Yeah, because it's Latino and Latina. It's the new descriptor.
Man, I'm old.
You haven't even caught up to Latino. I still don't understand Hispanic versus Latino. I'm still stuck on brown person, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's just easier because you can lump them up. They all look kind of the same.
Right. They are the ones who said person of color.
Right.
Which means anybody that's not white.
Right.
It's not just brown, black.
White is a color.
Right. So white, they say, is white, and everybody else is person of color.
There is a crayon with white on it. Therefore, white is a color. Sorry.
Just saying.
We're all
It's the
people
absence of color.
No.
So I'm still stuck on brown person, who's lumping everybody together, and then you go Latino and Hispanic, I don't know, and the Latinx. Anyways, she said every cast member, all 3 leading roles were Latinx. Were not Latinx. None of them. They were all given to white people.
Well, they need to cancel the play. They need to cancel the play. They actually need to shut down the entire theater department at Kent State.
That's what they should do, and I think beat some people publicly.
Oh, at
maybe
least.
beheadings or something.
At the very least, someone needs to go to prison.
But she has no recourse.
Yes,
she has to star as the understudy, or star. She has to play the understudy.
She has recourse. She could sue, and she should.
But she can't drop out.
Well, that would leave them with no.
No, that's not why she can't drop out.
Why can't she drop out?
There is a rule, and I didn't realize this, and it probably makes sense. If you are part of the little theater program or whatever in certain colleges and that, when the cast list goes up,
right?
If you refuse to play the part you were cast for, then you are on probation. You are kicked out.
You're blacklisted.
You are. And that actually makes sense. Why? Because you're going to get a lot of hurt feelings going, I deserve to be.
Well, you can't depend on them.
And then they don't, right. So this is forced them to be dependable. You throw your hat in the ring, you're going to be a part of this, then you take the role that you end up getting.
You going to do a trust fall with somebody that's quit the... No, I'm not doing a trust fall
But
with
you
somebody.
see how difficult that is.
Yep, yep. I'd sue if I were her. I'd quit and sue.
So now they're struggling with this. I don't know what the solution is and what they're going to end up doing.
Shut it down. Shut it all down. I thought you were going to say they cast all the parts with males. All white guys. White guys. For everything.
I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, you're either
Most men are wearing stilettos now, so
you're either a jet or a shark, man. Why not?
Right in. See, if they want equality, you got equality. Boom.
Now, the good news is the school held a school-wide diversity training last Friday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I wasn't supposed to clap.
So that's, what do you mean?
You can't clap
Oh,
now
jazz
because
hands.
of
Just
people.
do the jazz hands.
hands because I don't want to trigger anybody with an audio whatever.
So I don't know what they're going to do from here, but yeah, that's right.
They're going to do diversity training. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's right.
Diversity.
They already held one. I'm sure this will continue.
Oh, good.
Here's my question about their diversity training that was triggered because of this. How does this, are there any conflicts with this diversity training and the normal, regular college campus diversity training? Because it's not like Kent State and other universities weren't already offering mandating diversity training.
Right. Wait, are you suggesting that people who have gone through diversity training don't come out the other side different? Don't come out the other side of diversity training having a whole new respect for people who aren't like them, who are different? Is that what you're suggesting, that diversity training is a bunch of crap?
I am not suggesting diversity training is crap. I'm not suggesting that.
I'm glad to hear
I'm
that.
outright saying it. Diversity training is crap. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out wholeheartedly right now. It's crap.
That's edgy.
It's bad.
That is edgy. That is edgy.
This only continues. Remember, some of this stuff started with the University of Delaware. They may not have been the first, but I remember one of the first big cases as part of your, what do they call it when you first go there to get
orientation?
When you go for your orientation, it was a mandatory class that every student had to take.
Mandatory. I see your bias already.
It was also mandatory and all the other genders. And it said that all white people are racist and only white people can be racist. And that was 20-some years ago. And it's just continued there.
There you go.
Now, if you want to really understand what crap diversity training is, I got a story for that, too.
Oh, good.
Absolutely fantastic. Perfect little story. And I'll share that coming up just a couple of seconds. Picture it. Picture it. 2003. Sicily.
15 years ago.
So around 2003-ish. Same radio station.
Yep.
Different cast of characters. People had come and gone. It was a big corporate-owned radio station. Lots and lots of outlets. And
wonder who that was.
The station had gotten into, or the company had gotten into some trouble at the time. Some sexual harassment claims and other. They kept making us take all these diversity training. They promised the FCC that they would enforce this stuff. And we ended up, the way it just fell, we had to take all of these tutorials and classes and whatever and training. And it got to the point that like everybody had to take it once a year, but then they offered additional stuff or promised the FCC. So when it was all said and done, it got to a point where I was a new employee at one point, and I had to take it literally 3 or 4 times in 1 year. Because I was a new employee stuff, and then like a month later, it started the first of the year, and I took it again, and then they promised the FCC an additional settlement. I took it again, and then it was like that.
It didn't stick, did it?
No, it did not. But as part of this, they said, okay, we need everybody to meet in the big conference room. And we had gobs of employees. There were like 2 or 3 sessions of this before they fired everybody. This was hundreds of employees.
Were any of them hot?
Yeah, plenty of them, yeah. And we're sitting in this packed room, and they had a corporate attorney, short little guy, fly in from Walla Walla, Washington, and wherever they were headquartered. And he starts a PowerPoint presentation, and he is very serious about this stuff. You cannot do this, and you must do that. And he explained what elevator eyes were. No, up here, buddy. My eyes are up here. PowerPointed, bullet points on the PowerPoint telling you must do this, you can't do that. And he gets to the question of joking. You cannot joke in the office, and then you cannot say something offensive and then try to get out of it by saying afterwards it was a joke.
It's just a joke.
Barb, you're a whore. It was just a joke. You can't do that. He said you cannot explain this out of a joke. You can't do that. He went on and said you can't joke about race. You can't joke about religion. You can't joke about sexuality, gender, any of that stuff. You can't even comment on this stuff. And this went on and on. We had to sign in that we were at this meeting, and the meeting was hours long.
Right.
And if you didn't attend the meeting, you were going to be fired. I mean, it was that serious.
That is serious.
And we get about halfway through the meeting, and he's going on about how this and how people religion and giving an example. And then he pauses in the middle of this explanation and goes, I know this is, frustrating for some of you. Some people take this a little serious, like those Episcopalians. And he does like kind of a robot walk. And the room just kind of pauses, and then all of a sudden I see the little light bulb go off, and he's like, and he looks around the room and he goes, I was just joking there, which was the second violation. And I looked around the room at my coworkers like, is anybody going to say anything? Nobody did. I stood up, I walked out, and nobody said a thing about me not attending the rest of the meeting.
Wow.
I was done.
That's the Episcopalian.
Sedition? Yes. Mojo 50. More of Doc Thompson next. Mojo 50.
Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs of Mojo 50. Appreciate you joining us. You get your tweets in with the hashtag What I Learned Today. You can also post them on Facebook as well. If deemed worthy, if yours is good enough, as deemed worthy by Ron Phillips, we will include yours during the show close. That is our commitment to you. Don't forget, get your Beach Week 82 t-shirts right now at mojo50.com. Get them now because there is a limited number. This is a limited run.
Yes.
Limited to the number we can sell. So get yours immediately.
And remember the deal. If you buy 10 shirts, we will send you 10 shirts.
So they'll get all of them.
They will get all of them.
And can you guarantee that?
Yes, I think we can safely, once legal has put their stamp of approval on this, we can
guarantee it
yes,
then.
yeah.
Okay, that's nice to
You will
know.
get,
That's
you will
a
get
hell of a
10 shirts.
commitment, folks.
It really is. I mean, who else is going to do that for you? DMXDM tweeted, I plan to be there on Black Friday, so should I bring a shirt or just plan on arriving and staying mostly naked?
Okay, no. You need a shirt, but let me explain how this works on Black Friday. In order to get your pass, we can't just let anybody wandering off the street. You get your mojo50.com Beach Week 82 shirt.
Yep.
You go ahead and wear that, and then we know.
We'll know who can.
We know who can come and not. That's your. It's a different sort of pass. It's not. People are using the electronic key cards now. No.
This is a special. This is software that scans you as you walk in the door. And if it doesn't see the shirt, you don't want to know what happens.
Trapdoor open. Well, we can't say anything like that.
Knock you right.
Yeah, if you want to be here on Black Friday, I mean, it's just going to be better for you if you have your Beach Week 82 shirt. It's the official pass to get you in. It's
sure is.
And you know what? That's also your parking pass for the building too.
Yeah.
So you just put one of those in the front dashboard of the car. You know what? Just to make sure there's no confusion, put one in the rear and the front. You need two of those. Whatever.
So you'll need to get 3.
And if you bring anybody with you, probably going to need to check them in with the front desk with your Beach Week 82 short as well. So.
Get yours today at mojo50.com.
All right, get the tweets in with the hashtag What I Learned Today. Joining us now, international television and film star Nick Searcy. How are you, sir?
Peabody Award winning.
Sorry, Nick, that's on me, my friend. I'm so sorry. I feel really bad. Peabody Award winning.
It's all right. It's all right.
Man.
See, I thought
it's
it was
hard to keep all those accolades in place.
Right.
They just keep adding up.
And Brad's just sitting here with the Mr. Peabody Award, and that's very different. That's,
but Mr. Peabody, he was quite impressive.
He really was
very
there,
impressive.
So. Nick Searcy, how are you? You doing well?
Stop ridiculing my Peabody Award.
Is that a Peabody in your pocket?
Well. So you have a movie coming out, right? This is the Gosnell movie.
Yes, it is. I'm in Nashville tonight, screening it for some people, and we're doing a few more screenings across the country before it opens on October 12th nationwide.
This is, of course, the Kermit Gosnell story. In fact, the movie it says it, I think, perfectly. The movie title, Gosnell, the Trial of America's Biggest Serial Killer. I mean, that's a hell of a description, right?
Yeah, and that it really is. It's almost impossible to determine how many murders he actually did commit, because he was convicted of murdering babies after they had been born.
That's the part that is so bizarre. When the story came out, and I probably, unlike a lot of people, actually read a bunch of the details and was horrified. So callous. You know, there's always this argument if you're pro-life about it being a child. And I think most people that are pro-life, you think about the doctors and nurses, and you wonder how they're able to kind of turn that off, you know, that part, that conscience and whatever. This takes that to a completely different level.
Yes, he had developed a technique because he wasn't really even an OBGYN. But there was a demand in his neighborhood for abortion, and so he developed his own technique, which was he found to be rather cost-effective.
Wow.
Because it was less complicated to just induce birth in the women and have the babies be born and then terminate them.
So much easier that way.
Yeah, and it's unbelievable that a person could do this. But when you talk to the man himself, he doesn't believe he was doing anything wrong, and he thinks the result is the same. What's the difference?
I can see where a human being could come up with that conclusion for themselves. What difference does it make if I kill them if they're 12 inches farther in or they're all the way out?
You know what, Nick, you're right. That is for people on the left that are pro-abortion. They should actually answer that question, right? What's the difference?
Yeah, and one of the really the most gripping scene in the movie to me, and really the scene in the script when I first read it that made me want to direct the film, is a cross-examination of a legal abortion doctor who the prosecution had called to contrast, you know, what a legal clinic does as opposed to what Gosnell did. And when Gosnell's attorney takes her through the steps of what constitutes a legal abortion, it really does. There's a very fine line. It's a very small difference between what she was doing, what she does, what that legal abortion doctor does, and what Gosnell did. There's a difference, but it's very small.
So if it's that thin, really, we just need to change the verbiage and say, so we have abortions, and we have late-term abortions, and then we have post-term abortions. That's all it is. Post-term.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, that would be one way to do it.
That's what's coming next. I would try it if I were them. Why not throw it out there?
Welcome to the new future.
Wow.
How tough was it to get this film? Were you involved in the funding of it?
I was a little bit involved in the funding. I did a little fundraising video, and I actually I appeared on the O'Reilly Factor talking about the fundraising campaign where Bill O'Reilly told me nobody's ever going to want to see a movie about this, you know. But
hey, thanks, Bill, for being so positive. Go to that website and donate today.
Well, and somebody brought
I just don't think there's a market for it, Nick.
Well, somebody brought that up on Twitter that they were afraid to see it because they thought the movie would be graphic. And I saw your response.
Yes.
How did you respond?
That's a very common thing. I would encourage anybody who feels that way to ask anybody on Twitter who has actually seen the movie. We handled this very, very tastefully. We did not set out to shock people. It's not a horror movie. It's not gory. It's a movie about how they caught him and how they convicted him.
So really, it's a cops and robbers and courtroom drama, right? It's more about the trial and all of that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And during the course of this, of course, because it's about an abortion doctor, you find out so much more about this issue. I mean, there was so much in this movie that I didn't know before I began this process, and I know that people are going to have the same experience that I did.
So are you in it all? I know you directed it, right?
Yeah, I'm in it a little bit.
I expected such. I mean, Nick, you got a talent like you. I mean, you are an international television and film star, a Peabody award-winning actor, and here you are directing. You've got to put yourself in and play too. You got to call on Nick Searcy as Nick Searcy.
Well, it also saved us a lot of time, you know, because when it was time for me to act, I didn't have to argue with me. I didn't have to tell me what to do. I didn't have to say, don't say it that way. I knew how I was going to say it, and so I just said, turn the camera on, let's get this over with, and we can make the day.
Nick, I'm shocked, and I hate to challenge you and your brilliance on this. You really should have played all the parts. This should have been a one-man show. That's the only way to truly do this right.
That almost was an option. You know? It almost came to that.
Okay.
You know, but no, we managed to put together a fantastic cast. I mean, Dean Cain is great.
That's
and
awesome.
Sarah Jane Morris, who plays the lead attorney, is just, I find her performance to be really, really powerful and emotional. And Earl Billings, who plays Gosnell, is just, I mean, he's a genius. He's great. He's really, it's a really well acted film.
Did the writers of this, did you guys talk to him?
The producers did go to
okay.
the prison and interview Gosnell. Yes, they did.
Now, when you filmed this, you said you were involved in the funding of it, but you guys crowdfunded part of this, right?
Well, that's pretty much it. We crowdfunded all of it.
All of it, okay.
I mean, they raised $2.3 million on Indiegogo.
Okay.
And that was mostly because I made a video. Most of that $2 million came because people went, "Oh, Nick Searcy's involved? Here's my money."
I understand. I understand that powerful effect. And the reason I'm asking you is because, you know, we could use a little funding here. So, you know, if you want to, you know, steer us in the right direction, you know.
Well, we can work out a split. We can work out, you know, 60-40, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking I'm absolutely willing to pay you, you know, for your time. You know, I'm thinking, you know, 95%. I mean, that could work really, really well for us. I think that would be.
I mean, if you can live with 5%, that'd be fine.
All right, Nick, where can people find the Gosnell movie or more information about it?
GosnellMovie.com is where all the theaters are listed. And if you're in the Nashville area, please feel free to come to the show tonight. It's going to be at the Regal Cinema, Hollywood 27, 719 Thompson Lane in Nashville, Tennessee.
Know it
Come
well.
out and see the movie.
If I still lived there, I'd be there tonight, but I don't, so I can't.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky, Nick.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And we'll go ahead and post all that on social media so people can find it. Sounds fascinating. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
All right, Nick. Thanks, buddy. It's, of course, Nick Searcy, international film and television star, Peabody Award-winning actor.
You might want to get his name right, Searcy.
What'd I say?
Searcy.
Sorry, it's kind of a slip.
And then
of the
your
tongue.
computer turned on and asked you what it could help you with.
No.
And then my computer is.
You've got to understand.
Not Siri.
You
Searcy.
understand what I'm going through. I mean, it's not every day you get to talk to.
I know.
A star of that magnitude.
I have tingles running up and down my leg right now.
Right. I think that's the drugs. But for me to say Nick Searcy, I mean, just tongue-tied there because, I mean, it's... Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Searcy here.
I had a special moment with myself. I would have loved to have seen him calling action and cut on the set with himself in there. All right, action, and then cut. I'm gonna have to get a break in here because I just you're kind of short of breath now to be. I mean, you meet a legend like that. You're verklempt.
Okay, let me just pause here.
Happily promoting the 4 F's: freedom, faith, free markets, and fun. Mojo 50.
Wow. Hey, guys, Ron Phillips from the Conservative Cartel. I want to tell you about a new weight loss product that's quickly becoming part of our Mojo 50 family. Okay, so it was launched by this Texas company who have taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. That's right. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. In a 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser, you remember that show? It showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. Rid-U-Zone, that's R-I-D-U Zone, contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. If you are struggling every day with cravings, try Rid-U-Zone. It makes it so much easier to control your appetite and not think about food all day. That's my problem. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to riduzone.com and enter code MATT. That's M-A-T-T. Again, that's riduzone.com, R-I-D-U-Z-O-N-E.com. Rid-U-Zone.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us, our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com, use promo code DOC, and get 15% off your purchase. That's neverforgottenapparel.com.
Hey, it's Doc Thompson. Got the new show on Mojo 50 coming up. Hopefully you'll join us for that. And as a regular feature, my good friend, my life partner, Chef Patrick Mosier. I mean that in a food sort of way.
I would hope so.
Yeah. You'll be joining us on the broadcast as well?
Absolutely. Every day that you ask me to.
Talking food and business and prostitutes, right? Because you're the food biz pro, and that's what the pro's for.
It's all about cocaine and hookers.
It's all about cocaine and hookers until somebody gets arrested. And then it's about the legal system. And well, you get the point. We'll be talking food and food trends and business. And of course, we'll be spotlighting business, as I always have on my broadcast. But Chef Patrick Mosier will join us, and he has his own platform starting soon on Spoonie Radio.
Spoonie Radio, 24-hour food talk radio.
Can you really talk about food for 24 hours a day?
I could, but even I don't want to listen to myself talk about food for 24 hours. So we will have
somebody will.
Someone will be on the air 24 hours a day talking food, fun, travel, culture, and more than anything food.
Take the pain out of ordering your diabetic testing supplies with Diathrive. Diathrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to you when you need them. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, Diathrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. Diathrive is so convinced that you'll love their service, they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code DOC, D-O-C, at checkout. Diathrive.com. That's D-I-A, thrive.com.
Doc Thompson, Mojo 50.
Imagine this, Brad. You're an advisor to a president. You're one of the people that are deciding what to do when all of a sudden you have definitive proof that there is an inbound nuclear missile headed for, let's say, Los Angeles, or a couple of them, one heading to Chicago, whatever it is. And there you are. You're sitting there in the room and they say, Mr. President, we have proof that within 30 minutes, nuclear missiles will rain down upon these couple of cities. What do we do about those people in the cities? 30 minutes, Mr. President.
You warn them, pandemonium breaks
and nobody gets out.
Right. You know what this does, though? You get the 30-minute warning. You walk down the hall. Hey, Mary, I've thought you were hot for about 10 years now, and I've watched you from afar. We got 30 minutes.
I'd like to watch you from a close now.
I'd like to watch you naked on the desk.
I'm going to go all Kavanaugh on you.
So that's what, that is what the 30-minute warning does for you.
So frustrating is the lack of consistency. It drives me up the wall. Because all that happens is every couple of years or few years when we get some significant change either in Congress or in the White House, depending upon who's in power and who's triggered at the moment, I end up defending the other side. I'm saying virtually the same things. My consistency, holding the same people accountable, but now I'm flipped. So now it seems like I am defending President Trump and Congress and Republicans and whatever, and I am not. I'm calling the same people out. Whereas I was saying the same thing a couple of years ago, but seemed like I was just attacking Obama.
Think of it as job security. It's job security. You'll always have a place to work.
True, but I'm going crazy.
Now,
let me give you another example. Since as far back as I can remember, I was pissed off at presidents for traveling and getting in my way.
Yes.
My golly, does this drive me. I am not kidding, as far back as I can remember. Are you ready? Here it is. Picture it. 1970 something or other. I am a young man, and Gerald Ford is president. I was probably, I don't know, 6, 7, something like that. When was he done?
When was he done? That was 74, wasn't it?
Carter came in and 76, so he was 75. Yeah, it was probably 74. So I was born in the late 60s, so I was 5, 6, something like that. The first real memory of a president I have is Gerald Ford.
Right. Tripping down the stairs.
Right.
Yeah.
I go to the Mountain State Forest Festival in Elkins, West Virginia.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, but there's some stories from that.
Love the Mountain State Forest Festival. Actually, a pretty big festival as far as town festivals go for a smaller town. And I remember being there. My dad's one of his hometown, so go there. Gerald Ford is visiting. He's going to be in the parade.
Hardly knew he was there, didn't you?
Right.
Yeah.
They shut that crap down.
Yep. They sure do.
He's going to the Mountain State Forest Festival in a car, and it's like, the typical downtown. It has 2, 3-story buildings, I had dozens of them like that. You go down, turn past the fire station, whatever. And They shut everything down. They would not allow anybody in any building above the first floor.
Thank Lee Harvey Oswald.
Think about that.
I know.
They went through the town and had Secret Service on every second and above floor.
Right.
They would not allow anybody in any of those floors. So they evacuated all of them like the morning of or whatever. And I'm going some of this from memory, and I was a kid. But I remember they shut down streets. They did all this stuff. And my grandparents had a trailer that was right off of the main street. You go literally down an alley, and it's off next to this little river there, and you could kind of see the bridge that goes over into downtown.
That explains so much.
Sorry about that. But there was a building that the trailer was behind that had like 2-3 stories.
All right.
We couldn't even walk up there. You couldn't do anything.
It's extremely frustrating.
And as a kid, I just remember being like, wow, this seems like a lot of work. And my parents were like, well, the Secret Service and whatever. And I was like, oh, this seems like a lot of work. That's all I went back to. And every day since, I've been proven that again and again and again. In traffic, they shut down airports and all of this nonsense.
It's for the safety of the president.
You know what? Then maybe the president should keep his ass in the White House.
Works for me.
Because the rest of us have lives. Yeah. We're the ones. And this is not attacking Trump. It's true of Trump and Obama and every damn president before. The rest of us are the ones that are building America.
Yep.
We have elected you to do a job, and that job should include stay the F out of our way.
Yep.
You fly into these airports and shut us down. You drive all over town. And why? Because you have to travel? No. 90-some% of presidential travel in today's world certainly is about them campaigning to get reelected or to push through some agenda to get somebody else elected.
Yeah,
it's not actually about doing the business of the president. They can pick up the phone and meet with people. They can Skype. They can do all of this stuff. But you drive all over town and shut this stuff down, and it drives me up the wall.
Yep. It's very frustrating. And the fact that it's just so you can get up close to the president and, get a picture with him.
No, you can't most of the time.
No, you can't. Because people like John Hinckley want to shoot them.
So I see an article in the Washington Post that says, here's the headline for it. The Potomac River should be open and free. Closing it for Trump's golfing whims is outrageous.
Was it outrageous when they closed it for Obama's?
See, I don't remember the Washington Post saying that.
Yeah, of course not.
And did they talk about how they closed down Hawaii and Martha's Vineyard? And by the way, Martha is still pissed about that.
She wanted.
Yeah, walk to it under heavy security.
Yeah.
And everybody else that's there has been standing there for the last hour, couple of hours, having been frisked and everything else, and you can't leave yet and all of this. Stop it.
It's sad that that's where we are in society. We're at a point where when my sister was young, my sister's 10 years older than I am. When she was, I don't know, I guess 10, maybe a little younger. There's a picture of her sitting on the front steps of the White House.
Really?
Yeah, you could walk up. You could walk. to the
way
White
back
House.
in the day, you could do. Yeah,
you could walk up to the front door. I think you could walk up and knock on the door. Try that now.
So it says, and your sister is significantly older than you, though, too,
Yeah,
right?
she's a lot older. She's 10 years older.
Okay. So she's 89?
She's 183.
Interesting.
She looks good, though.
Here's what this article in the Washington Post says. I was born in Washington and learned to do whitewater boarding on the Potomac. It became a lifelong love. Since then, I've run at least 150 river, blah, 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 and it's freezing, and the Potomac is what... But now President Trump is making it harder for people to enjoy the river. Whenever he visits his golf course in Sterling, Virginia, the Coast Guard cordons off the entire width of the popular stretch of the Potomac. Since Trump took office, the shutdowns became so frequent. As of July of 2017, the Coast Guard decided to create a permanent security zone. Wonderful. You're right. I'm ticked off about that, too. It shouldn't happen. Go elsewhere. Go to Camp David. Do any of those things. But how about you show a little bit of intellectual honesty and have a little bit of credibility, and mentioned Obama and Clinton and George W. Bush and H.W. Bush and everybody else who did this as well. And maybe we can all move forward and tell the president stay in the White House or go to Camp David.
What's a mojo? What's a mojo?
20 bucks.
20 bucks, same as downtown. Mojo 50.
We've arrived.
What do you mean?
We've hit the big time.
What are you talking about?
I didn't tell you. We're live on Mojo 50 now.
Oh, that. I could have sworn they were just pulling a fast one on us.
Either that or someone at the top has had a mild stroke. Regardless, we now have to make a promo.
Okay, well, that seems simple enough. How long does this have to be?
I was told that we need to take about 60 seconds or so and tell everyone about ourselves.
All right. I was born in a blizzard in the bleak hours of the morning in November.
No, I don't think we need to go back quite that far.
All right, then. I'm Steven.
And I'm Dylan, and we're hosts of the Defenders of American Exceptionalism,
or DOAE show for short.
And we are live Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on Mojo 50.
We go through the politics of today and how it affects the culture and vice versa. And we try to bring it back to the Constitution and the principles above privilege.
You know, I feel like there should be a shirt made with that on it.
Yeah, we already have that.
Oh, so don't forget to check us out. Defenders of American Exceptionalism live Wednesdays and Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on Mojo 50.
Hey guys, Matt Locke, the Conservative Cartel. I'd like to take a minute and tell you about a new weight loss product that's instantly becoming part of the Mojo 50 family. It was launched by a Dallas area company who had taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. A 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened, and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. One Ridge's Own client, Sarah, recently lost over 100 pounds. While she looks amazing, she has been struggling every day with cravings. Now that she's taking Ridge's Own, she says it's so much easier to control her appetite and she's not thinking about food all day. Ridge's Own contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to ridgezone.com, RIDUZONE.com, and enter the code MATT, M-A-T-T. That's Ridgezone, RIDUZONE.com.
Dating today with all the crazies out there has to be nuts.
Yes, it really would. It wouldn't it be nice if there was a place you could go to find people who think like you do?
Like me, like libertarians and conservatives?
Right?
There is. WeThePeople.dating.
Amazing. What a genius idea. This is a site that you can go to if you're single and you are looking for somebody who you know you're going to think the same way, as for from a political freedom standpoint. If you want to date the right person for you, you'll find them in one place. WeThePeople.dating.
You cannot retreat to your safe spaces. There are no therapy poodles allowed when facing the truth. And that's just how we like it. Straight, hard-hitting, conservatarian truth on the rocks. No chaser, no marches, no protest, only small, limited government, constitutional conversations, exclusively on Mojo 50. We get into foreign policy. We get into national politics. We get into constitutional, libertarian, conservative ideology. We put the brakes on the media spin by destroying the lies, dismantling the narratives, and bringing you the stone-cold hard truth. Every weekend on Mojo 50. Join me, Adrian Slade, for a raging hour-long discussion, deconstructing the headlines and delivering you the entire full story. Only on Mojo 50. Live free.
Hey guys, Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Are you tired of the bar scene, hoping to find the love of your life? Well, there is a better way for you single guys and ladies out there. Check out WeThePeople.dating. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating for the love of people and people of love. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
All right, I'm sorry to do this to you again.
Oh, boy.
But we have to hear from Alyssa Milano Cookies now. Well, she was on MSNBC, and they were asking her about Kavanaugh and Dr. Ford and everything else. And unfortunately, Alyssa Milano Cookies is, and you know why I call her that, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, her name is Cookies. I mean, her last name is Milano, and they make the Pepperidge Farm makes Milano Cookies.
But specifically, it's the only way I can actually tolerate thinking of her now. I have to put some sort of good spin on it. And I love Milano Cookies. Wow. Now, I have run the risk of tainting the cookies, right? Tainting the cookies with the thought of Alyssa, right? but I don't eat the cookies every day, and I have a lot of cookie options, right? I do. So I would rather taint the cookie and have the ability to get me through my everyday by, attaching to her something that is positive. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's how I'm getting through this. By Alyssa Milano is, Alyssa Milano cookies. Oh, cookies. Milano cookies. Milano. Right?
If she would just shut her mouth. I don't know. She don't want her to do that.
Well, and real quick, if you're new to this broadcast, hello, I'm Doc Thompson.
Hi.
Along with Brad Staggs. We appreciate you being here.
You sure do.
If you'd like to join us on social media, it's at Doc Thompson Show, at Real Brad Staggs on Twitter, and also at Mojo50 Radio.
Yeah.
You can also join us on Facebook, Instagram, many of the social media platforms, and they're reflected similarly at Doc Thompson Show. But I have had this ongoing feud. It's not even really a feud anymore with Alyssa Milano.
It's a love-hate.
That's a lot of hate.
Yeah. It's more of a hate, yeah.
I challenged her on Twitter at something she said stupid about a year or so ago. She actually responded, went back and forth. I followed her. She followed me. And then we were able to DM.
Right.
And I told her, I said, listen, Alyssa, we're satirical in what we do. We make points with satire because if I didn't have humor,
yep.
Over there, right? So she's like, okay. And for a moment, I was like, wow, she's really getting it.
Yeah.
And I said, you have a big following. And I'm not just talking about your ass.
Hey-o.
It's not a fat ass
Thank
joke.
you. Yeah.
And I said, maybe we can do some good here because although I am rabid about my points, and I know I'm right, I'm willing to have a conversation, and I know that we must find common ground. So if you are willing, I think we can partner up on this. You can present your arguments and your side and represent. And I will do the same, and we can find common ground. And she was actually for a moment like, okay, I think you may have something.
Like we wanted her to present her points.
Right. And then I made a point about something else on Twitter that was satirical, and she went, whoop, you're all crazy.
She melted down on you.
Right. And on DM, I still have those somewhere. I said, Alyssa, you're not getting it. But here's my point.
She's getting it.
And I laid it out, damn it, and said, this is the point, but I'm not going to bother you anymore. You ever want to get together and do this and make the argument or whatever, like I've proposed, fine. Until then, I'm going to leave you alone because you've got some issues, basically, and that's how it ended.
Right.
I was cordial. That's how it is.
Well, that's your problem. You proposed. Never proposed to the crazy ones.
Oh, you're right.
Silly.
So since then, it's just gotten worse and worse. She's delusional. Alyssa Milano Cookies is now not the poster child for #MeToo or women's rights or any of this stuff. She is the poster child for exactly what's wrong. She is unstable.
Yes, she is.
She is crazy. She has some valid points. She does. And I'm not talking about the Bob Seger song.
Way up.
High. She does have some valid political points to make.
Better.
And I'm willing to discuss those. We are everybody else. But it's wrapped in crazy. She's too emotional about this stuff. I know why she is. I'll take her to word that she's had a rough time of it. I get it. But still, the crazy is there. You cannot perform. You cannot make your points if you're going to be crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It calls into question your sanity.
It's really difficult to discuss her without the bell, without belling every damn thing. So here she is on MSNBC making some interesting points, I suppose. Here we go.
Of women and children to feel as though their government is not listening, that doesn't care, that they are invisible. And I'm filled with rage for Sarah to just go on and say, he's just stating the facts. Well, I mean, the sky, I can state that fact. But if I do it tonally a little off, like the sky is blue, I'm mocking someone that may have said that.
So I guess the point is tone matters.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me back up first of all. Let me back up and first of all say, she said she's filled with rage. All right. Isn't that what you've called out Brett Kavanaugh for?
Yeah. You get so mired in the facts.
I'm trying to be consistent. Sorry. Number two, then she says, well, tone matters. Okay, you're right. tone mattering also matters how you perceive something.
Oh, silly. It's one-sided.
It's really not.
It's yeah. Well.
I mean, in fact, most of it's on the receiver. I mean, if you want effective communication, it should be considered by both of you. However, most of the responsibility, because you're the one who acts on those things, and it is the responsibility of the person receiving in that case. Again, with the bell.
That's why prison is so easy. You just have to lay there and receive it.
As opposed to?
Giving it,
Okay, here we go. A little more.
But he's not doing it by accident.
Okay. Now, shockingly, the hosts who are leftists pause for a moment and say, listen, the president talking about, Dr. Ford and saying she got all this stuff wrong in kind of a mocking way. He and Lindsey Graham and the others, they're not just being a-holes here, basically. There's a point behind this. You being triggered by my satire, I'm not just mocking it. There's a point to this. Some of it's just mocking. But most of it there is a point to.
Right.
And the host shockingly bring this up, and listen to her response to it.
Belittling the intelligence of the American people.
But he's not doing it by accident, and neither is Lindsey Graham. They're speaking to a huge portion of the population who agree with them. What do you think about that?
Do they agree with him, or is he using some sort of cult-like to try to make them see that?
Some sort of cult-like force.
Yeah.
Some cult-like force. Are they really following him, or is he using some sort of cult-like force?
Like Darth Vader? Is that like he puts up his hand and he tells people to believe him, and she's crazy.
These are not the drones you seek, and you will enjoy this rape.
She is nuts. She really is crazy. That is the nuttiest thing.
Do they agree with him, or is he using some sort of cult-like force to try to make them see that? You will enjoy me mocking Dr. Ford, even though she was gang raped. You will enjoy this. These are not the droids you seek.
And she did it with a straight face. And then the anchors, who, again, you said, I think they wanted her to make a good point. And then she comes out with that, and they couldn't help but look at each other.
Do you think they were trying to help her out there, saying, okay, how would you answer this?
I don't even know.
Let me see what else she says
here. A huge portion of the population who agree with them. What do you think about that?
Do they agree with him, or is he using some sort of cult-like to try to make them see that? I mean, I'm not sure if you were to have a real conversation with any American, whether they be Democrat or Republican, that they would side with this kind of behavior where we've reached a low where we're actually mocking people.
Mocking people. She's never mocked anybody.
No.
Of course she mocks people all the time.
Not her.
She mocks them, and by the way, also has said things just like, in all caps, F Trump, but she writes the whole thing out. Right. She mocks them. She does it all the time. She's on videos. She does this stuff.
The rules don't apply to her. When are you going to...
When she says people, that's the first thing that pisses me off about it, mocking people. It would have been bad enough if she said mocking victims. Right. Again, the whole damn point of Alyssa Milano cookies is we don't know, nor do we believe, based on what little evidence was presented by her, that Dr. Ford is actually a victim. Do you not? This is the crap that I wanted to talk to her and other people about.
She doesn't have a good argument, therefore that's why she won't talk to you, because
it's not even an argument. It's this simple, guys. Do you understand? Number one, you have to prove your allegations. I'm not being an ass. Do you think that we are so reprehensible that we would stand by somebody suffering and revel in it?
That's what they believe. They believe that we would, that people with any sort of moral character.
Golly. And meanwhile, they also sit around and joke and mock and do everything else as well.
Yeah. They look at Saturday Night Live. Look what they did to Kavanaugh. And just because he was so upset, because he was upset about his kids having to go through all this crap. And because of that, they mocked him on Saturday Night, but they wouldn't mock Ford.
Right.
No.
So he's not a human being?
No, not according to them.
He's a man, so it's okay.
Yes.
He wouldn't have, I don't know if he saw it or not, but it certainly attacked his character. And if he had, he wouldn't feel bad because of that? Of course he would.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a man, so it doesn't matter. And a white man at that. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
What about his wife, who was also mocked? And it's her husband and their children. What about that?
That's such a provincial way of thinking.
So CBS interviewed Chelsea Clinton about the Kavanaugh situation, Kavanaugh allegations. So Brad, imagine for a moment you are try to be as unbiased as possible.
Okay.
It's difficult, I know, but be unbiased for a moment. You're a journalist. And you're charged with the task of interviewing Chelsea Clinton about the Kavanaugh situation. Okay. What type of things would you ask her? Her opinion, first of all, and then what else?
Do you find her accusations credible?
Okay, we get beyond all the normal. Anything else where she would have a particular unique perspective?
But we have to go back to what happened in the White House with your father.
Her father? Who the hell's her father?
Chelsea Clinton is Bill Clinton is her dad.
That's right. Maybe you ask from a unique perspective. She is the daughter of a president who nominated Supreme Court justices and a guy who has been accused and proven and admitted to lying about and having sex with an intern of the White House and a hashtag #MeToo moment.
Yep, you'd have to ask that question.
They interviewed her and didn't bring up any of that. Now, I don't give a flying fig if you were trying to be nice or not, or you felt it was inappropriate, then don't interview Chelsea Clinton about it.
I guarantee you that was a prerequisite of them getting the interview.
Then you know what, Chelsea? Then just keep your ass up there in upstate New York and enjoy yourself. Go ahead and spend your money and blah, blah somewhere else, because I'm not interviewing about that because that's germane. Otherwise, it's not an interview.
It's propaganda.
It's a commercial.
Yep.
Conservative Cartel.
Now, a CNN report noted that Feinstein has demanded the FBI inform her of everyone the agency is talking to as part of the probe into these allegations. Asked how the American public will have any confidence in the ultimate conclusions reached by the Senate following such a secret report from the FBI, Feinstein replied, "Well, let's see. I can't say because I don't know what the investigation will say." Yeah, you do. You know exactly what the investigation is going to say, Diane, and that's why you want to keep it confidential. The same CNN article reported that the California senator was joined in her calls for the results of the FBI probe to remain secret by Democrat Senator Chris Coons. How do we know Chris Coons? He's the one that made the infamous deal with Jeff Flake. Interesting how that works, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because Coons and Flake went on to where? 60 Minutes. Oh, kumbaya, kumbaya, yeah. Little campfire singing, right? Because everybody's in lockstep when you're liberals.
There's a better way to meet people without having to suffer through all the crazies. Weed out all the nutty people with wethepeople.dating. That's wethepeople.dating. It's easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out wethepeople.dating. Sign up and start dating today. wethepeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a
Are
partner.
you tired of the bar scene? Tired of trying to meet people that maybe you just don't know? I'll tell you what, I'm a classic example of online dating. I met my beautiful wife online on a dating platform, and you can too. Check out wethepeople.dating. There's a better way for all of you single guys and you ladies out there. You know what? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner ought to be your number one goal, just like the Constitution. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, if you're looking for someone, you don't have any time, you've got a computer, you've got an internet, you can start browsing wethepeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner shouldn't be a mantra, it should be a goal. For the love of people and people of love. Listen to Matt Locke. Check out wethepeople.dating.
The Adrian Slade Show.
Again, and I've said this in the past, a business does not exist to give you a minimum wage job. You are hired as an employee because in your self-interested quest to earn money, You will then be motivated to help the vision of the business creators and owners who seek their goal, who hired you to help facilitate it. The big business isn't built to provide charity in the form of hiring. They're not there just to give everybody a job. And it isn't a relationship of top-down exploitation of the little guy they've hired. That's what a lot of people think of. Oh, the big business, big corporation, they're running me dry. You know, that's the Sanders look, the Bernie Sanders people. They love to look at business like, oh, I'm a slave to this business. But you know what? Your self-interest to make money is what puts you in a symbiotic relationship with the business that hires you. Both self-interests are from both parties are involved in this situation.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
What do you mean it's last call?
All righty, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The end of your Daily Mojo for this Thursday, October 4th, in the year of our Lord, 2018. But before we go, as always, let's find out what we learned today. We learned the nice thing about having a foot fetish. It's much easier to hide the camera than other fetishes.
It's so much easier.
You know, people aren't as concerned if you're pointing a camera at their feet.
No, they never suspect a thing.
You pointed at their crotch.
Oh,
they are very suspicious.
And it's weird.
You put it up underneath their skirt,
right?
All right, they start asking you about it. You point at their feet, they don't even ask.
I know.
In fact, there's a lot of people that are like, wait, you got what? You're taking pictures of my feet because you got a foot fetish? All right, here you go, buddy. Yeah, I'll take my sock off.
Yeah. Yep. I'm all there with you.
By the way, seriously, if I were a woman and you were to say, hey, I'd like to see you naked, and when you take your, I'd be like, hey, back off, buddy. It's just creepy. I'm not showing you mine.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But even as a woman, if you're like, I want to see your feet or whatever, I'd be like, here you go.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can rub them if you want.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Here you go. In fact, I'll just go ahead and take pictures. I'll put them on my website and look all over. What do I care? It's feet.
Behind the paywall. Behind the paywall.
We learned when veterinarians get good enough, they let them see human patients. That's the process, right?
Yeah, you practice on the dogs
you go to school,
and the cats.
and you do like cadavers and stuff.
Yep.
There's cadavers of animals.
Yep.
And then human cadavers, and then live animals, and then live people.
Live people. Yep. That's the way it goes.
We also learned that 6-year-olds don't know nothing about love. They don't know nothing about love, and they won't know about love until they get stabbed while they're sleeping by a woman who's banging a one-armed carny. Again.
Wow.
Kavanaugh.
That's a one-armed carny.
It's a bad day, let me tell you.
That's a really bad day.
Yeah, honey, I'm cheating on you. And you're like, no, that's horrible. How dare you? He's a carny. Damn it.
A carny. The lowest form of life.
Oh, we all accept that. You don't think that goes without saying.
That's a good point.
We learned that many people hate Gerald Ford for pardoning Nixon. I hate him for getting in my way at the Mountain State Forest Festival in 1974.
So true.
We learned that I have already updated my resume to include the following. Interviewed Peabody Award-winning international TV and film star Nick Searcy. It's already on there.
That'll get you a job. That'll get you a job at the big time.
I've already got offers coming in just because of that, whatever, you know.
Yep.
Wait a minute. You actually interviewed Peabody Award-winning international TV and film star Nick Searcy?
Spoke right to him. The
next question is, did you meet him? And I'm like, no, he's not. He doesn't do a lot of in-studio appearances because he doesn't want people to be around him.
Yeah, no, you can't look him in the eye.
You can't touch him or anything like that. I mean, most of us are just not worthy.
Nope.
We learned that every meal at my house is like getting kicked out of a sushi bar or buffet. Brad Staggs, what, if anything, did you learn today?
Well, I learned that if England really wants to teach a 6-year-old about love, they need to include the line that, so one day they're going to hear the words, I'm going to the store for some smokes and beer. And when the door slams, that's the last time they'll ever see their so-called lover.
Just look for him at the carnival.
Yeah. Look at the guy with one arm. So I learned that if you have a foot fetish, you are a freak, but you are brilliant because you can fly that freak flag right in front of people. You can stare at the object of your desire. You can ask questions about it. Hey, where'd you get those shoes? Hey, those are nice shoes. Hey, can I see the bottom of those shoes? Try that with boobs. Try that with boobs.
Listen, I knew Hank Baelish certainly liked to. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say his name
I don't think you
earlier.
were supposed to say his name.
Edit that all out.
Yeah. Don't let anybody hear that, Ron. We
A lawsuit or something. Just edit that out.
Yeah, let's just move forward. I learned that you should not even think about raising the issue of mounting expenses in the presidencies of Doc Thompson, because that apparently is his trigger phrase.
You say don't think about
mounting expenses.
Don't think about a purple elephant. Don't think about a purple elephant.
Damn it.
Now I'm thinking about mounting expenses, specifically in relationship to Dr. Ford.
You know how much it costs to mount Dr. Ford? A lot.
So far, it's about $750,000.
Same as downtown. If you need to crowdfund any project, I learned that if you just bring Nick Searcy in to help with the begging.
Peabody Award-winning international television and film star Nick Searcy.
If you bring him in with he'll be happy to split the cash with you. 90-10. Actually, 95-5.
Minus expenses.
You're going to get about 1%. It's better than nothing. And if you see Nick Searcy in public, excuse me.
Peabody Award-winning international television and film star Nick Searcy.
In public, and you'd like to see his Peabody, he has asked that you have some decency and wait until you're in a private room. Don't do it in front of
It's very
everyone.
easy to hide the camera.
It's really, really easy to hide it. I also learned that Alyssa Milano isn't crazy. It's President Trump. He's using a cult-like force to make people think she's crazy.
This is not the crazy asshat actress you seek.
It's all in your collective head.
All right, is that it? You learn anything
No,
else?
I learned it's never a good idea to do the Macarena on the stairs while carrying a sword. In front of people.
That's right. That's
very,
right.
Very bad.
Hey, what, if anything, did the listeners learn today?
Stephen over on Facebook learned and asked, how many colors are there? 6, 12, 24, 64, 100. Crayola is pushing the progressive color agenda. That's true. And white is a color. We're people of color.
How many crayons did you have? It was a status symbol when I was a kid.
Oh, I think I had the 64 box.
I had the 128 with the sharpener. I'm going to go ahead and say that.
Now I knew a girl. She had 128 crayons in her box.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's very impressive. Very, very impressive. Linda over on Facebook learned that if it's National Vodka Day, she is so there. She's in. She's in.
They really should combine that with National Orange Juice Day.
Yeah.
We just call it National Screwdriver Day.
It would make it a lot easier. Over on the Twitter, Stinky learned, hey, won't Nick Searcy be the first guest on, Nick Searcy, international film.
Peabody Award-winning international television and film star Nick Searcy.
Be your first guest in Mojo 5. I don't know why I'm saying it like he's drunk, but I am. Won't he be your first guest in Mojo 5? At least the first one who doesn't work there?
Let's just move on.
I think that that was a jab at Matt Locke. I'm just saying. Shiny American Patriot learned no swords allowed if you're going naked. That's good advice, no matter where you are.
So we mentioned Nixon. When my grandfather, we asked him because they had the little trailer there, and I remember saying, "Hey, are you going to come up and not Nixon, Ford? You see, you going to come up there and see President Ford?" And he goes, "He wanders by the trailer. I may turn my head and look."
But other than that,
wow, not real.
No.
And I remember thinking, "Wow, it's the president. You'd think he'd be impressed." No. With age comes wisdom.
Yes, it does.
If he walks past the window, I might turn my head and look.
If he comes into this building, I will go try to meet the president.
Sure.
But no, I'm not driving anywhere.
If they said you have to drive down to the McDonald's and you can meet him. No, I'm not doing that.
Not doing that. Jack Hole Angry Beaver learned there is a topless meeting with Real Brad Staggs and Dr. Thompson show coming up soon, and she's in.
Whoa! It's a topless meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, and not just us. I mean, everyone.
I mean, it's part of the agenda. Sorry.
Sneaking Duck said he learned yes, Nick Searcy, Peabody Award-winning international television and film star
Nick Searcy.
Should have his own show whenever he might want one on Mojo 50.
Do you think Nick could pull it off?
Without a doubt.
Could he host a show?
Oh, easy.
You think so?
Interesting.
I don't know. He just.
No, you know why he could? And there's one reason. because he is Peabody Award-winning international film and television star. Nick
That's
Searcy.
true. That's true.
We will have to add radio star to it as well.
That's right. He won't need a producer. He can direct himself.
You know
That's
what?
very good.
I don't know if he has the guts to do it.
Shut your dirty whore mouth.
I think he might be yellow. Just saying. DMXDM learned what if he wears his Beach Week 82 shirt on his head, but he's otherwise naked, riding a burro, towing another burro that's hauling jugs of APR coffee. Will that get him in the building?
Yes, as long as there's 3 shirts on your head.
Yeah, you have to have one on each arm and one on your head.
But this just in, you need 3 of them as a pass to get in now. On Black Friday, don't forget, join us the day after Thanksgiving here at our studios in Fort Worth, Texas. Actually, Holton, right outside of Fort Worth, Texas, for free commercials as we celebrate capitalism and Black Friday and are hungover from our Thanksgiving meal. You can also join us on the television for a show, on the telephone. And I think we'll also be on a television show as well.
This really was vodka in this, wasn't it?
It really was vodka in that. And it'll be 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. marathon on Black Friday, 6 a to 6 p.m. Eastern time.
And if you ride a horse, we'll give you an extra free commercial and a lot of publicity.
I do not want prostitutes in here. That's not the type of business we're talking about.
No, it's not that right. Let's just move on. I think.
Okay. Well, okay.
Move on.
Well, we learned quite a bit today. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to go to mojo50.com, pick up your T-shirts. Beach Week 82. Have a great day. Remember, your Daily Mojo today, a Ron Phillips production. Sic Semper Tyrannis. Good night, Steve Cannon. Wherever you are. Anya. Now, you go home. You have too much sushi. You go home. Fat bastard.